This past Friday, a judge in Michigan handed down a verdict that allowed a business owner in Michigan to discriminate against gay people because, and this is probably one of the weirdest things I'm ever going to have to say, this guy is allowed to discriminate against gay people, as is anybody else in this area, because he explained why he was doing it on Facebook. So, according to this judge, you can treat other people like crap. You don't have to let them utilize your businesses or your services as long as you go make a Facebook status update saying why you don't like gay people, or more importantly, let's put it in terms that actually mean something, why you think you're better than gay people, because that's what this is all about, right? At the end of the day, that's what this is. This judge, who was a George W. Bush appointee, ruled in the case where this guy in Michigan, he owned a farm and he wanted to go sell his goods at a farmer's market, but the farmer's market wouldn't let him because they know he's a huge anti-gay person, and they were like, no, we're not going to let you come sell your goods here. You're a bigot. You're full of hate. Go away. So he said, okay, if I come to your market, I will sell my goods to gay people, but I also rent out rooms on my property to couples that are about to get married, and I just will continue to not rent those rooms out to gay people because my religion says marriage is between a man and a woman. And it's that little explanation which he gave on Facebook that the judge says, hey, he explained it, it's religion, we've got to let it go. He's allowed to do this. Now, here's something that I think these judges need to understand, including the one who a few weeks ago ruled that, yeah, businesses can discriminate against anybody they want based on religious reasons. That's actually illegal. That's actually been ruled on by the Supreme Court. And no, you can't. You can't advertise a business or operate a business that does not, for example, want to allow black people to use its services, or that says black people need not apply, or that women need not apply. You can't do that according to the United States Supreme Court, and this case is no different. Regardless of this man's religious affiliation, you can't discriminate against other human beings in the United States according to the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, this ruling by this W-appointed judge is definitely going to be appealed, and it's going to go up to a higher court where hopefully some of the folks on that bench have a bit of a brain. But right now, what we're seeing with this decision and the one a few weeks ago is that judges across this country are perfectly fine with allowing business owners to discriminate in both cases, specifically against gay people. But again, it is a snowball effect. First, it's going to be the gay people. Then it's going to be blacks and Muslims and Hispanics and women. And then maybe bald men or fat people. Who knows? Who knows where it could go? That's why these are so dangerous. It's horrible for the LGBTQ community that they even have to go through this. And if everybody else doesn't step up and defend them and support them in their fight against these oppressive businesses, then you will be next. Eventually, they're going to come after you because you're going to do something they don't like, and they're going to want to discriminate against you too. This isn't just an issue that gay people have to deal with. This is something everyone in this country needs to get behind and put an end to. We cannot allow this to continue to happen. Sure as hell not in the 21st century, because these court rulings are trying to send us back to the 18th century. And if Donald Trump has his way, if Jeff Sessions has his way, and Neil Gorsuch, who Trump put on the Supreme Court, they will be more than happy to send us back in time a few hundred years when business leaders didn't have to sell to anybody who they didn't like. Anybody that had a belief that was different than theirs, anybody that looked different than they did. Maybe even send us far enough back in time to where it was perfectly legal for one human being to own another human being. Because that is exactly what's happening with these court rulings. This isn't just a single issue for a single group of people. This is an issue that everyone in this country needs to be aware of, and we need to fight against. We're in this together, so let's all fight these together. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.